What's up, y'all? My name is Andre Hopkins, also known as Entre Interview, and today I'm joined here by Lev, head coach Onur. How are you feeling?
uh, Relief. It was a really tough game for us. It's always tough playing against Mir because when they are like doing good, they have like really, really good players. So you never know.
I'm gonna say, going into the prep for this game, of course, everyone kind of knew it's a big game to win to get into playoffs. And kind of what went the prep for this week in terms of just how much time went into this week, strategy wise. If you can give us a little insight on that.
It was not the best. The best. It was weird because uh, usually we don't like to train against other BCT teams. That was my strategy the whole year. But now that the tier two ended in the whole world, there's only a few teams available to play. You have to choose between not playing or playing way less than you are used to, or playing against potential rivals, right? And at the same time, I think that we are playing against other BCT teams that are like copying a lot of from us. Sometimes it's like playing against a mirror. They are not only copying compositions, they are also copying the strat book, the playbook itself. So it's a little bit tricky. At the same time, some teams, it seems that they are only practicing against us only to see what we are doing, with no intention to bring anything new. So it's weird. It was a weird week in that regard. And at the same time, we prepare this game very serious because it was like it's a very big difference between being two or three in the group stage. It means that you have to play the playing. Um, and if we lose this game, we have to play against the whole pool of teams that we've been practicing the whole week. So it was really big for us to gain some time, and be more calm for the playoff.
You kind of talked a little bit about going to games and it feel like teams only go in to see what you guys are doing. Does that make kind of practices more difficult, knowing that you guys are like the top dogs, everyone's just trying to copy you, and you kind of have to keep innovating to stay ahead?
Yeah, it's really hard. You're maybe we are like forcing to adapt to play in a certain way that. But I can complain about it. I'm complaining only because I would like to choose not to play against them, but there's so few teams, to play in the region that we are kind of obligated. So every practice that we play against some of those teams, they are improving and we are adapting. That's is far from optimal. In my point of view. But it is what it is. It's been harder for us, but it's the challenge that comes with the prize. We won the Master of London. We didn't set the whole meta, but kind of, in a few maps. There are many teams like um, watching on us. In order to stay relevant, to stay big, we need to overcome the challenge.
Okay, and then on the first map we saw they MIBR kind of swapped around a little bit of roles. We had Mizzino playing, I believe, Sky, Verno on the Omen. Did you see any game plan difference or any just difference in the way they were playing, or was it kind of about the same as what you expected to go into?
No, they play the same composition that they play on the EWC, against all gamers. So it was kind of expected. Also, I think that they knew that if they leave a split open, that is gonna be our pick. So I think that they also we already played this year with the same composition two times, split against Mir. it's not like they are that we are a complete unknown. And we play really bad, not really bad, but we made some mistakes on both pistols on a split. We have advantage in some moments on both pistols, and we did some mistakes, and also we lose the bonus on attack. They choose to stack A. I don't know how. Maybe it was only a gamble, but we ended on A, and you know how it is when you lose both pistols, and you lose the bonus. I think that we were like 0-4 at the start of the attack of the split, and they play the whole half with full buy and an operator. It's the dreamed game plan for them. So it was very hard. We won six rounds, and it was six full buys against operator. So it was a tough game. Maybe if we repeat the game itself, it's gonna be maybe easier for us. But that one was really tough.
I mean, on the first map too, we saw the team, even with the win, only had 8 first kills. I mean, how did the team kind of manage to pull us run back with the man disadvantage, and what needs to be cleaned up to make sure the team doesn't have to get in those situations again?
In what map? I'm sorry.
On split.
On split, we have eight. They have eight first floor
For yeah, first bloods, you guys ended with 8, even in the win.
in the whole map, right?
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, I don't remember that many rounds. But like I say, it's really hard to play against. I think that because we counting on this one, we already played 3 times split this year, and the first time they were like putting the buys on B, trying to deny or default B, like putting the wall on with delay. It was the same adaptation that Furia tried on us a week before. The second time they match or default B with the cipher, and this one they try to put on us on operator many rounds on B, trying to disrupt our timings. So a few of those first kills were in the beginning of the attack side, where he found like a first blood with outlaw, for example, because I think that they had the read that our economy was pretty bad, and we were like playing with half armor. And the second one was a kill with operator. And since that round, I think that we adapted our attack. We stopped going to B, and we start like developing the middle of the round. Still playing fast, but going throughout the middle of the map. And I think it was good, but we were like pretty uncomfortable. So it was good on their side.
I mean, on moving towards sunset. I mean, MIBR's map pick, you guys managed to win it. I mean, was there anything in particular that the team you liked from the team that helped you guys win sunset?
I think they have made a mistake in some way. With, of course, they choose Sunset. By the way, was our pick against Energy the last week, and
Mm-hmm.
we won 13-6, right? Uh, so it's pretty rare that you see like a team picking the next week the first pick of the rival the week before. It was I was expecting heaven, actually. Maybe because it was the most obvious pick, they tried to trick us, because if we were prepared for heaven, maybe we didn't have any read about them on sunset. But at the same time, we picked that map against Energy, and Energy and Mir play Sunset the week before. So I saw at least 3 times that map against between Energy and Mir. So we kinda have a read on how they used to play, how they like to play. For example, when they were like trying to be aggressive on defense, you know, like trying to be aggressive in middle and A at the same time, and you were like Neon was like playing anti, for example, and the whole team was like defaulting B. You know, we knew that they were like they had those plays in the strat book, you know. Even some rounds that we lost, for example, or bonus, you know, with Phoenix Ult, we knew that they were gonna play aggressive on A, and we were like trapping them, you know. I don't know what really happened on that round, but what I'm trying to say that we had a read so on them in some way, you know. I don't like to talk about too much about counter strategy because I know there's some people in the community that like to think that in this game everything is preset, you know, and one person only thinking about the game can win the game before even the game starts, you know. I'm like in the middle, right? You can have some reads on some rounds that are gonna help you, but even if you have the right read, sometimes even you're gonna lose those rounds because it's a shooting games and the players have a lot of game sense and there's a lot of decisions going on and there's human and human make mistakes, you know. So it's relative for me.
And then, as a former coach back in VCL, I mean, now we have to play and coming in. Likely, you guys get to skip it. But are there any teams or players you think that you know of that people are overlooking?
Of course, I think that this game, I like to think that this game has a lot of variance. You know, today we won, but even if we uh, lose against Mir, it's not gonna be the end of the war for us because we understand that this game has a lot of variance. I think people used to think, you know, this is not chess. You know, a team from a tier two that is like working the whole year. It's happening in EMEA, right? The gap is closer than many people think, and even if there's a really big gap, uh, it's not like you are 100% sure that you're gonna beat every tier two teams every time. You know. Um, I'm old enough to be in this game. I'm here since 2020, right? I see so many games that people think that it's gonna be easy for one team. Ended in the other way, you know. So we are practicing against, for example, Bestia, and we know them because Melzer, Tacorilla, they were like um, in our teams years before, and the understanding that they have about the game, it's like any other tier one player, you know. And there's many teams that are working hard, training against tier one team that I think that they are gonna be competitive. It's not gonna be that easy for the VCT teams.
And I mean, being able to qualify right to playoffs, like we talked about, I mean, does that take a kind of weight off the shoulder, knowing you get to kind of just sit back, watch the teams and play in, and then just have to win a few games and you're in?
I mean, we always put pressure in our shoulders, you know, because before winning the master, we were like eager to prove that we were like one of the best team in the world. And after the master, we want to prove that we can win two times in a row, you know, and we can still be that team, you know. We are very competitive, and we embrace the pressure. You know, it's not something bad for us. You know, if you don't have pressure in a good way, you know, if you don't feel the pressure, you are not gonna get into the office every day after every win and give a little bit more. You know, maybe what you, in my case, like not being maybe a map is going good, it is doing is going great, but there's some improvement that you can make to the play. For example, it's not like we come here and thinking that our split is unbeatable, and we don't change anything and we don't see anything from the rival. You know, the pressure that is keep winning is like is the fuel that you have to go to the office tomorrow. You know, and instead taking a free day, like start thinking what can you improve. You know, maybe there's always something that you can improve. You know, there's if you are look into it, and we use that pressure, you know, in a good way.
Different players and coaches this. I have a playlist I've been making of song recommendations. Do you have a song you'd like to add to the playlist?
Yeah, I mean, I like to listen to metal, but the Argentinian metal, you know. I like Ricardo Iorio and Alma Fuerte. It was the band name. The most famous song, it's like Toro y Pampa. It's the name on Spanish. I don't know if people like metal. It's like something similar to Metallica. Gonna give it a try because it's a very powerful song.
I'll make sure to add it. It'll be in there. I'll make sure to check it out. My whole thing I'm going to do is I'm going to listen to them all at one point after stage 2 ends and just see what I like. I'm always looking for new stuff. And then, just to wrap up, do you have any words for the LEV fans after today's game?
No, I hope that they are like happy with this victory. I think that they are very close to our players, even in the defeat. You know, they know that this is a process for us. In the last group stage, we lost 2 games. Even we lost against Loud when we play for securing the first seed. Right after we went into the final against G2. We lost the final. We lost the qualify against Mir and Energy in the EWC. And after that, we won Master, you know. So it's not like the process is not linear, you know. I think that they know. And we are working hard to be ready first to qualify to the champions, and then we're gonna try to win Shanghai as well.
I mean, it's been one of the most positive comment sections I've always seen under my post, under the players' post. Always a really strong fan base, I feel like, in showing support for the coaches, for you, just for the team as a whole. So always happy to see that because some fan bases are a little bit much sometimes.
Yeah, it happens. Maybe they know me from long time ago from 2022, maybe 2021 even. We come from a very distant place, you know, South America. We are not used to be one of the best, you know, to sit on the big table and be favorite against too many titans, too many big names, you know, big organizations. So I think that they are grateful, and we are grateful to them for the support.
I forgot to even bring it up, but I hope to see you guys be able to make it to Sao Paulo, take all the players on the team home. So, Owner, I think we have,
Hopefully.
yeah, I think that's all the time we have, unfortunately. But, Owner, thank you very much for your time. Good luck to the team in playoffs, and I hope you have a great rest of your night.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.